Okay, so I kind of want to tell the story of this song. It started off as a dream.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Mindful Moment. I am here sitting with the lovely, the contagious, the optimistic, and the powerful April. How's it going?
I'm doing well, Michael. How are you?
I'm so good. And we are here at Aura Gym, formerly known as Hard Candy. It's beautiful out. The sun is shining through all these big bright windows. It's giving us magic hour lighting, which is great. Okay, and we're here today to talk a little bit about mindfulness and learn a little bit more about you. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's start with some fun stuff. I've been looking at chakras and stuff like that, and I would really love to know if you, April, were a color, what color would that energy be?
The first one that comes to mind is the color red.
Red.
I know I see it around us, but I think I feel this fire within. Mm-hmm. I just it ignites within, and I feel as though I want to share it with others. It could be like passion, it could be love, it could be the adventurous spirit that I always like to explore and share. Yeah. So I choose red, and I think I look good in red. And
yes, ma'am.
It can be a little spicy sometimes.
Yes. I could see red. I see that fire, and
Yeah.
I think everyone that kind of knows you feels that too. Next question. What is your favorite time of day?
I love it when the sun hits my face. So, I don't know, I love seeing the sunrise, I love seeing the sunset, but being outside and feeling the sun hit me like a hug, that's my favorite.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love that too.
So
I love
I'll
that
say
too.
in the middle of the day when it's, when I feel the heat, when it's full of life and energy, that's my favorite.
Done. I love that. And now here's a big question. This may be bigger than this video even. Who knows? What or who inspires you? Who has inspired you thus far in your life?
The first one that comes to mind, it may be a bit cheesy, but the man in my life right now. He is a beautiful, sexy soul that walked in 2.5 years ago, and I've just seen my world evolve and change. He came while I was doing my yoga teacher training, and I was focusing on me, and no, you know what I mean? And then it's just created space, and I remember I told him this once, that I feel as though he reminds me I have wings and gives me the space to use them. And I think he just sees me in a bigger light than I see myself, and I'm going to get teary-eyed talking about it, but he's just wonderful in so many ways. So it inspires me to evolve to get better and better and better.
See what I mean about contagious? I'm getting a little teary-eyed learning about how her lover gives her wings. Your lover's your Red Bull.
Yeah. Oh. It's like my lion. He's
you know what? I don't drink Red Bull.
He keeps me grounded.
Yes.
No, Red Bull.
Yeah, that is my B12 alarm.
Oh.
Thank you, doctors. I did take it today. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Ken, now we're here talking about mindfulness, and obviously a big root into mindfulness is meditation. Tell me about the first time that you meditated.
It's interesting because growing up, raised Catholic.
Yes.
Prayer. I was taught to pray and connect and share with God what I wanted, who I wanted to pray for, who I wanted to share my love with. Bless my mom, bless my dad, that's where I started. And then my mom gave me a journal when I was 13 years old, and she didn't even tell me what to do with it. I just started writing, and even that in itself, now I know, was meditative. Right? And I've been writing ever since, and that's one of my favorite mindful practices, just journal writing.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing is that, mindfulness is so often associated with Buddhism or Hinduism even, but it really is in so many different aspects of what we do. It can be like we were talking about, it can be prayer.
I think it starts there, and then it could just expand different, or it could just be like a guideline, you know what I mean? This is the way it should look like, but when there's really no right or wrong answer when it comes to being mindful, being intuitive, connecting with self, others, and
whatever
the
else.
bigger picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the universe, infinite intelligence, God, like whatever you want to call it.
I love that. So we know that you're an incredible yoga teacher. We know that you practice meditation in many ways. Can you let us know what has been one of the biggest aha moments? What has been one of your greatest learnings from your own personal practices, I should say?
Biggest learning of meditation, my yoga practice, is just coming back to the moment. Like even now, even though I just took that big breath, is to being here now. Taking full ownership of the present moment of like, okay, what do I want to create now? And now, like this moment, not before, not behind me, in front of me. It's like, okay, right now. So I guess the biggest practice is bringing me centered, bringing me grounded in the moment.
Because we don't exist, but we don't exist in the past. We don't exist in the future. What you're saying is we exist right now, so do something with it.
Like this is what we have. This is what's really real. The other stuff is memory. That's story. Like this is what's real.
Oh, I just got chills from that because it's just such an eternal truth, right? That is the truth. We are here right now.
Yeah. So even like sometimes I even start my yoga classes like, okay, just be here now. Like sometimes like, oh, set intentions, like, but okay, just be present and enjoy is something like a nice little mantra that I like. Just be present and enjoy.
Now we are in the month of compassionate and healthy living at both the Eaton Center and Briar Hill, and hopefully beyond even. What I want to know is how do you nourish yourself on a day-to-day basis? Nourish yourself so you can live a compassionate life.
During my yoga teacher training and growth, I realized self-love is another biggest learning. But anything that makes me feel good. Sometimes even a simple bike ride, like just being out in the, with the wind in your face.
That
you're
sunshine
just,
on you.
Sunshine on me.
Yeah.
You're like releasing endorphins with physical activity. Good food and good people. So that's something like I feel alive. I feel nourished when I exercise, when I'm active, doing a yoga practice or biking or even just walking outside. Good food, I find, is self-love, compassionate, healthy living.
Yes, 100%.
And so that's also another practice with nutrition and fueling this instrument, holy practice. And then hanging out with people who I enjoy, people who I vibe with, people who make me feel wonderful, and just see the realness in who I am and call me out on my stuff.
Yes, yeah, that's necessary.
Right, and just, so I guess that's how I nourish myself.
Okay.
Exercise, good food, good people.
Cool.
Yeah.
And kind of turning that question a little bit, I only have 2 more questions for you, but turning that question a little bit, if you had to describe living a compassionate and healthy life to someone else, how would you do it? Or what would that look like?
I would describe it in putting you first. I would describe it as filling your cup. You have to nourish and fuel and fill your cup so you have an abundance to share with everyone. Because if you're just giving, you're going to run dry and you won't have anything left.
Yes.
So I think it's like making sure you're good. Like
making sure you're good. Making sure you're well fed. Making sure you're well rested.
Yeah.
Yes, because then you can go out and shine.
And it's like whatever you need to do to feel radiant, whatever you need to do to bring your vibration up, do whatever it takes to get your vibration up and keep it there. So it is live mindfully. Like it's so many layers. So I guess to keep it simple, like do what makes you feel good. Yeah.
Isn't that a great piece of advice and something we think is so simple, but it's not?
It's true.
It's not simple. We often will put everyone ahead of us in the queue, in the line, before taking care of ourselves. Be the lioness or lion, eat first and feed the pride out.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But also another thing is like nurturing this inner child. Someone's like even asking you, okay, what do you need? Okay, you want fresh air? Go get fresh air. Okay, are you hungry? Okay, what do you want? It's like, you really like, okay, do I need to put mascara to feel radiant and in my own skin? Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, you just kind of have to ask sometimes, what do you need?
My heart's getting full. One last question for you.
Okay.
For anyone on your team, on my team, on whoever sees this video that's thinking about developing a mindful practice or really deepening their mindful practice, what is a piece of advice you might give them?
Connect to breath. I think even just a simple, a big breath in, a big breath out. It's like feeling that sensation and making it like a radiant, I keep using the word radiant, but like an energizing, full of life and love inhale. And every exhale, like, just detox. Detox. Your body really does it naturally to inhale what you need and exhale what you don't need. So, like, I think connect to breath is the first piece of advice I would offer anyone. Yeah, I think that's where the journey begins.
Breath is where the journey begins.
You know, whether meditation, yoga, like it's what we do.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
it's
what
in
we do.
our natural essence. It's what we do.
It's what we do. It's what we do, so do
Whether
it.
we think about it or not, your body knows how to inhale and exhale, and it's just a well-oiled machine that works. It's just, I think, just tapping into this wisdom that already exists. And just waking up with every breath.
I mean, speaking of wisdom, and speaking of the word radiant, April, am I right, everyone? Radiant and wise. And thank you so much for being
thank you
here
for
with
having
me on the Mindful Moment. And we look forward to more conversations with you soon.
Yeah.
Please, I'm going to put this out there, and you can do it. Reach out to April at your store. Have these conversations, because she is someone that practices. She is someone that is passionate about this kind of thing. So I'd love to see you in those conversations.
I would love to listen. I would love to share. So let's connect.
Let's do it.
With self, with others, with big picture.
That's right. Until next time, have a great week. Much love.
Namaste.
And we'll talk to you soon. Namaste.
Mhm.